What's up? Welcome into your daily Buckeye Blitz for a Sunday freaking fun day. You know how we do it here. Oh, I'm getting ready to roll out of town tomorrow morning, taking the old lady to a different beach because that's what happens when you're married and you live on the beach. You go to another beach for a few days. Anyway, heading down to Sarasota. It's only like an hour away, so it's going to be way different, I'm sure. Don't tell my wife this. She doesn't watch the show anyways. So anyways, Sunday fun day. Tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern. Don't forget, me and Jeff. Sean is still MIA somewhere walking through the jungles of Southeast Asia. Hopefully he has a machete or some weaponry. But today we're talking recruiting camp. Last Thursday's recruiting camp. Still got some news and notes I wanted to get to. Wanted to talk about commits that were there. Wanted to talk about some Buckeye targets, guys that had eyeballs all over them, and any other uncomfortable analogy you can think of. Anyways, so let's kick it off. We're talking, I haven't eaten yet, so I'm a little off. Tired. I'm lonely. Just being stupid. I have gone bye-bye. Anyway, we're talking Ian Moore, number one ranked tackle in the United States. Buckeye commit, was at the camp on Thursday, and he looks like a current Buckeye. He looks like he's on the team. Like you could throw a helmet, pads, and a jersey on him and roll him out there, and he could probably crack the 3D. Anyway, so, many offensive line recruits come in, they're considered a long-term project, right? It's rare that you get a Paris Johnson. Those guys are different, and it shows. But Ian Moore is one of those different guys. He's done the work to prepare himself physically over the last year to be a Buckeye. And if he continues that work ethic and effort for the next 4 years, he could easily be an NFL early draft pick. That's no bullshit. He weighed in at 310 pounds. Looked like he could carry another 10 to 15 pounds easily. He moves really well, has a thick lower base like most O linemen, powerful upper body, violent and strong hands. So all the key features you need as a tackle, especially in the Big Ten and a Power Five. His early commitment, plus the fact he's from Indiana and not like Texas or Florida, is why he's not really getting that national spotlight, But he is a 5-star, so he's on the recruiting rankings and recognized as he should be. It's just you don't hear a lot about him because he's been committed for so long, But he looks good, right on the right path, and it's going to be really cool to watch him and what he does at Ohio State. Who knows? Could pop as a freshman, But moving on, let's talk Dorian Brew. This guy is really interesting to me. He's a 2025 kid. He's a high 4-star. He's almost a 5. He's like a 0.98 something. How's that not a 5-star? Somebody needs to still explain this to me. So anyway, 6'2", 180 pounds, got the length, needs to get some poundage. He's from Clayton, Ohio, Northmont High School. He's the top ranked prospect in Ohio in the 25 class. He right now he's playing mostly offense at his high school, but he seems to be liking the idea of maybe changing his future to be a cornerback or safety. Like I said, he's played primarily offense for the last 2 years, hasn't been coached really at all at defensive back, and has rarely played there. So he really stood out at Thursday's camp. He's athletic. He's explosive, has a length and natural speed. He's been clocked at a laser time, 4.4 in the 40. I'll take that all day. Some schools are going to try and convince him, to play wide receiver, and they're just going to tell him, run as fast as you can straight, no route tree, no braking, just go. and it might work for some schools, but his recruitment's going to come down to how quickly he buys into playing defensive back, whether it's corner or safety. If he puts on another 15 pounds, he could be looking at a safety at that height. So one thing I want to point out, though, both of his parents were elite track stars. His mom at Ohio State, Bing, and his father at LSU, Poop. So keep that in mind. That's probably why he ran a 4.4. Let's go back to another Buckeye commit that was at the camp, Mark Nave, the O-lineman from Toledo. He's also going to be back on Monday for the camp. He's doing his official visit this weekend, so camp Thursday, hanging out. I believe his aunt lives in Columbus, so he's staying with her over the weekend, doing his official visit, and then he'll be back again on Monday on campus. So he ran well. He moves very well for 6'4", 330, but needs to trim down to like 310, 315. He's already lost a lot of weight in the last year, but needs to focus on getting stronger, not just lighter. That's that tough thing to do for these big guys. You want them to lose weight, but you also want them to stay strong. And that's difficult, especially in high school. So Nave, he's, like we talked about earlier, like most offensive linemen, he's a kind of a development project, not a 3-year development or a 4, but a couple at least. He has the athleticism to be a really good O-lineman. He's nowhere near a complete player yet. He understands their expectations and wants to keep getting better, as a Buckeye commit. So getting to Ohio State on campus with a full-time strength staff and nutritionists, that will help him greatly in his body development. Oh, you might have wondered, I am wearing a Chris Spielman jersey. This is the only Ohio State jersey I've ever purchased, Chris Spielman. The only NFL player jersey I've ever purchased was Tim Brown, because I was a Raiders fan. But now I don't watch the NFL, and I don't even have that jersey. This thing's a little tighter than it used to be. I haven't worn it in years. Anyways, just wanted to switch it up, throw you guys a curveball, keep you guessing. So this next guy is really intriguing. His name's Brian Robinson. He was at Ohio State's camp, but didn't work out. This guy's kind of a weirdo. I don't know what's going on with him. 6'5", 260, defensive end from Austintown, Fitch High School. He's number 5 ranked player in Ohio. He's a workout warrior. He's all over the interwebs. One of those guys that likes to post everything he does in the weight room. He said he was visiting with some of his guys he works out with, but he spent a lot of time talking to the coaches. Ohio State still has not offered him. That's key, very much important. And he probably won't get an offer if he doesn't work out for Larry Johnson and Ryan Day, which he has not done yet. There's been talks that he'll return to Columbus either June 12th or later this week to do a workout. But people in his camp, quote unquote, don't think he should have to work out to earn the offer. So it's one of those, pissing matches. So if Robinson wants the Ohio State offer, he will have to work out. It's black and white. There's no gray area here. Currently, he's a Michigan lean, probably will go that way, but we'll see what happens next. If he really wants the offer from Ohio State, he can make that happen. Real simple. So anyway, a few other tidbits here from this Thursday camp. A 2025 quarterback. Now, I know we got Ryan Montgomery and Tavian St. Clair, heavy duty on those guys, but quarterback Malik Washington, he's 6'5", 200 pounds, ran a 4.69 40. Corey Dennis was working with him quite a bit at the camp, and even though he hasn't been offered by Ohio State, he's someone to keep in mind if things fall through with both St. Clair and Montgomery. So just wanted to put his name out there. But again, this 2025 quarterback class in Ohio is freaking loaded, man. It sucks. Maybe we can get one of these guys to reclassify for 26 or something. I don't know, but we can't take them all, unfortunately. Another dude, 2026 guy. I'm only bringing him up because of how badass this kid is. Chris Henry Jr. He's as advertised, big, fast, and got the hands, length, strength, hands. He will probably end up being a 5-star soon in the 26 class. It keeps his recruitment low key and will definitely not be trimming down a list of schools or any decisions or anything for quite a while. So patience there. His teammate, though, wide receiver Quentin Simmons, he's a real one in that class of 25. So he's a year older than Chris Henry Jr. And he has a chance to be one of those. Finally, we get a receiver from the state of Ohio. It has been a long time. So he could be that guy. And one last guy, he was one of the fastest players in the camp, Jaden Ricketts. He's from Pataskala Watkins Memorial. Don't ask me, man. I don't know. I'd have to Google it. He's one of the few guys to run a sub 4.5 40 on Thursday. So keep that name in the back of your brain. And I think that'll do it. That's a lot of news and notes as these official visits happen this weekend and we get some info out this coming week. I'll be doing another recruiting podcast to get you guys up to date. So appreciate you guys. And we will be talking special teams coming up tomorrow. So Sue, you're welcome. And anybody else that asked for special teams, you're welcome. Anything for you people. I appreciate you. Talk to you tomorrow. Go Bucks.